Welcome to Natural Health Talk, your go-to podcast for all things related to holistic wellness, natural remedies, and living a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Be sure to visit our sponsor, topnaturalhealth.com, for special promo code pricing on all of the products mentioned in our episodes.
Have you ever, noticed how that afternoon slump hits a little harder these days?
Mm-hmm.
Or how you just don't seem to bounce back from workouts like you used to?
Yeah.
Maybe you've even caught yourself, squinting at your reflection, wondering, who is that? Well, get ready to decode the science behind aging, because today we're taking a deep dive into a cutting-edge supplement that claims to turn back the clock.
Okay.
GenuinePurity Liposomal NMN NR. We're breaking down an article from topnaturalhealth.com.
Right.
So if this is right up your alley and you want to check out the science behind it all, head over to topnaturalhealth.com later on. They've got some promo code pricing you won't want to miss. But first, let's unpack what's got us so curious about this whole anti-aging thing. It seems like every other day, there's a new ingredient, a new study, a new promise of fountain of youth magic. But this one caught our eye because it's centered around this molecule called NAD. And apparently NAD is kind of a big deal when it comes to how our bodies age.
That's right. You see, NAD is like the conductor of an orchestra.
Oh, okay.
But instead of musicians, it's directing all these essential cellular processes that keep us running smoothly.
Right.
Think energy production, DNA repair, even those tiny powerhouses in our cells, the mitochondria.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Without NAD, our cells wouldn't be able to convert the food we eat into usable energy. Our DNA would be more susceptible to damage, and our mitochondria wouldn't be as efficient.
Okay, I get it. NAD is the VIP. Our cells need to throw a killer party. But here's the thing. This article from topnaturalhealth.com says that our NAD levels naturally decline as we age. It's like the music slowly fades out, the party guests start heading home. Not exactly the vibe we're going for. So how do we crank the music back up? That's where NMN and NR step onto the dance floor, right?
Exactly. NMN, or Nicotinamide Mononucleotide, and NR, Nicotinamide Riboside, act like precursors to NAD. Think of them as the fuel that helps our bodies produce more of this vital molecule. Now, what's interesting is that they take slightly different routes to get there. NMN is a direct precursor, meaning it converts straight into NAD within our cells. NR, on the other hand, takes a more scenic route, converting into NMN first and then into NAD.
Okay. Two paths, but the same destination, boosting NAD. So what's the advantage of having both NMN and NR in a supplement like GenuinePurity? So we've got these two NAD boosters, NMN and NR, working their magic. But
yeah,
what I'm really curious about is this whole liposomal thing. The article mentioned that GenuinePurity uses liposomal encapsulation. And apparently that's a game changer.
It's pretty impressive.
Is it really as amazing as it sounds?
You see, taking NMN and NR is only half the battle.
Okay.
The real challenge is making sure those molecules survive the journey through our digestive system.
Right.
And actually reach our cells where they can do their job.
Yeah.
That's where liposomes come in.
Okay.
Imagine them as tiny protective bubbles made from the same material as our cell membranes.
Okay, so they're like little armored vehicles, escorting the NMN and NR to their destination.
Exactly. These liposomes encapsulate the active ingredients, shielding them from the harsh environment of our stomachs and intestines.
Oh, okay.
This protection means more of the NMN and NR gets absorbed into the bloodstream and delivered directly to our cells.
Right.
Rather than being broken down before they can do any good.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I've tried other NAD supplements before, but I never really felt much of a difference. Maybe that's why they weren't liposomal.
Could be.
But what kind of real-world benefits are we talking about here?
Sure.
Does this actually translate to feeling more energized, thinking more clearly,
Right.
maybe even turning back the clock on some of those not-so-welcome signs of aging?
Well, according to the topnaturalhealth.com article, GenuinePurity claims their liposomal NMN NR can do just that.
Okay.
They cite studies showing improvements in cellular regeneration, meaning your body is better equipped to repair and replace damaged cells.
So that's like...
And remember those mitochondrial powerhouses we talked about?
Yeah.
They claim their supplement supports mitochondrial function,
Right.
which could lead to increased energy levels and even protect against age-related decline in energy production.
That's huge. I mean, who couldn't use a little more pep in their step?
Right.
But what about some of those other things we associate with aging, like brain fog or memory issues?
That's another area where GenuinePurity claims to have an edge. They say their supplement can support cognitive function by protecting brain cells from damage and improving communication between neurons.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so potentially sharper thinking, better memory, more energy. It's starting to sound like a tall order.
It is, and that's why it's important to look at the science behind these claims.
Right.
The article does mention a study where mice who were given NMN showed improved cognitive performance in memory tests
Okay.
compared to those who didn't receive the supplement.
Interesting.
And in another study, older adults who took NR for 6 weeks showed improvements in cognitive function and blood flow to the brain.
Interesting. It sounds like there's some promising research out there.
Yeah.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
I'm also the type of person who always reads the label, you
Yeah.
know? What about the safety and quality of this particular supplement? So all this talk of boosting NAD and potentially slowing down aging has been fascinating.
Yeah.
But I always like to do my due diligence, you know?
Right.
What about GenuinePurity specifically? What sets them apart in a market that's already saturated with supplements making bold claims?
Well, aside from their unique combination of NMN and NR with liposomal delivery,
Right.
GenuinePurity seems to be prioritizing transparency and quality.
Okay.
They mention their product is manufactured in the USA in certified facilities, and they even provide a certificate of authenticity,
Okay.
which is a good sign they're committed to using high-quality ingredients and adhering to strict manufacturing standards.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
I'm big on knowing where my supplements are coming from and how they're made.
Mm-hmm.
But what about dosage? Is this one of those supplements where you have to take a handful of pills a day?
Not at all.
Okay.
GenuinePurity recommends just 1 capsule per day, which is easy enough to remember.
Right.
And according to them, you could start feeling some of the benefits like increased energy and focus within a few weeks.
Okay.
Of course, like any supplement, consistency is key.
Right.
For the longer term, more significant anti-aging effects, they recommend sticking with it for at least 3 to 6 months.
So a little bit of patience might be required, but hey, we're talking about potentially turning back the clock here.
Exactly.
I think I can handle a little wait and see.
Yeah.
But before we wrap things up, I have to ask, what does the future hold for all of this? Are we on the cusp of some major breakthroughs in anti-aging science?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What's so exciting about this field of research is that it's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
We're learning more and more about the complex processes involved in aging, and NAD seems to be a key player. While it's still too early to say if we found the fountain of youth, the research on NAD boosters like NMN and NR is certainly promising.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what if we could not only live longer, but also healthier, more vibrant lives? That's a future I'm definitely interested in exploring.
Me too. It's like instead of just slowing down the decline, we're talking about extending our prime. It's a whole new way of thinking about aging.
Exactly.
And who knows what other breakthroughs might be just around the corner. But for now, if you're intrigued by the possibilities of boosting your NAD levels and experiencing some of those potential anti-aging benefits, GenuinePurity's Liposomal NMN NR is definitely worth checking out. Head over to topnaturalhealth.com. They've got all the details. And remember that promo code pricing we mentioned earlier. It's your chance to dive deeper into the world of anti-aging and see what all the excitement is about.
There you go.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. And remember, the future of aging might be a lot brighter than we think.
From all of us here at Natural Health Talk, thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe and don't forget to visit our sponsor, topnaturalhealth.com, for special promo code pricing on all of the products mentioned in this episode.